The course list that is being dynamically rendered by a React component called course list. Right now it's using this array of courses and then just iterating over that array. Actually, a better solution to this would be to encapsulate this data into a singleton that is responsible for managing all the data that we're going to be using throughout the application, as opposed to hard-coded in this component. So what we're going to do here is that we're going to create a service instead of a service directory. We'll call it the course service. So the course service is going to be responsible for manipulating all the data that we're going to be using throughout the application. In this case, we're manipulating courses. We're adding courses, removing courses. We're going to be using a design pattern called the singleton design pattern. So to do that, we're going to declare a class CourseService, and then we can't forget to export into the default package the CourseService class. And we're going to declare a static instance of the course service, which is initially will be null. And we're going to have a method, also static, that is going to allow us to get an instance of this service. And what we'll do is that we'll check to see if the instance is null, right? So if this .instance is null, then we are going to instantiate it here. We'll say that this .instance equals new course service. Oops. And otherwise, we're just going to return the instance. Okay. Right. So what this does is that it allows us to get a hold of the of an instance and all the components that would want to manipulate this array, or the data would have to go through this get instance. So we're going to move the array from here, and we're just going to move it into this course service. All right, so there it is. It's just going to be a variable inside of this class. And if we want to retrieve it, we can say find all courses will just be a function that returns just this array, so courses. There we go. Once we've done that, we can go back to our course list, and instead of using this array, what we could do is that in the constructor, well, here first we'll import the course service. We'll say import from where do we put it? Oh, it's just course service. There we go. And perhaps we can then, in the constructor, we can say constructor this dot service equal course service. Actually, this is a singleton, right? This is a static. Let's say course service dot get instance. There we go. Once we have that, we can then load the data into a local state variable and load all the courses in there. It will be this dot service dot find. Isn't that what we called it? Find all courses. Right. Once we have that state, right? We can now rewrite this so that instead of just using this global courses variable, we can say this dot state that courses. Notice that as far as the functionality, it hasn't changed, but we have now used a better practice of encapsulating all the data access into a service. Other functions that the service would implement are things such as creating new services, deleting services, updating services, so that we can edit and provide all the CRUD operations that we would expect